The RNC co-chair, Casey Crosby, is joining us now. And while we're a national broadcast, this is an election that's happening on Tuesday. Over 50,000 people have voted. And it's great to have you on, co-chairman Casey Crosby of the Republican National Committee. Let me ask you this first, because we have seen some unprecedented spending by the left and the Democrat Party in this district, which is one that the last Republican congressional candidate won by 20 points, and so did Donald Trump.
Yeah, I mean, they're coming in. We've seen it across the country where there's outside groups coming in and spending just crazy amounts of money, particularly on somebody like Aftyn Behn, who is a unserious candidate. I mean, I want to say she's the gift that keeps giving, but not in the best of ways. Yeah. And the more people learn about her, I think more Tennessee will see she does not share their values. I mean, how can you elect somebody who actually says they hate everything about Nashville? I live in Kentucky. My home state is Kentucky. We border this district. I'm going to be there Saturday with a team of walkers from my home state trying to help get out the vote for Tuesday. And I think Tuesday is going to be a great day for Matt Van Epps.
Yeah, Casey, it's very interesting. One of our team members is in that district. I'm sure a lot of them actually are, but said that they're getting hit up quite a bit. Said that they had got knocks on their door twice a day for the last 2 weeks and something in the mail every day that is from Aftyn. So clearly the money is coming from somewhere, because you would not see this normally in a special election in Tennessee for this kind of candidate.
Yeah, I mean, certainly when you look at the National Democrat Party and look at the fact that they had to take out a $15 million loan to cover expenses, their operating expenses. I mean, they're a party that's in free fall. She is the AOC of Tennessee. I mean, every time I watch something, I think, can it get any worse for her? And in fact, it does. Our research team has done an excellent job, pulling up former comments that she has made, and she just doesn't align with Tennessee values at all.
No, I want to play one of those comments from Aftyn Behn. This is going back to 2022, our team doing the work too in May. This is about Roe versus Wade being overturned, abortion rights in Tennessee, which is a state that is extremely pro-life. Yeah. Let's play bite 6. This is who is running for Congress in, again, it's District 7. The election is this upcoming Tuesday after the Thanksgiving holiday. Take a listen.
We are really living in a dystopian reality. I tell you, ladies and gents, it's not great. But I want to, what is the positive, if there is a silver lining? So what this does not mean for Tennessee is that groups on the ground will continue to provide training in terms of self-managed abortions. And so instead of going to a doctor, because we won't have any doctors that provide abortions, how do you do it at home? We will continue to support reproductive justice organizations and grassroots movements. And we'll continue to figure out how to get abortion pills to people. So the organizing does not stop just because Roe is overturned.
Yeah, I mean, I'd go to you, Casey. I mean, how do you do it at home? I mean, this is a procedure that can cause not just the loss of life of the unborn child, but the pregnant woman as well. And this is the kind of flippant statement she makes, and she makes a lot of these kind of flippant statements throughout her short political career in Tennessee.
I have no idea. Somebody who claims to be for women, who says that women shouldn't have babies, but yet says men can have babies. I've never heard of a self-managed abortion. I can't imagine. Again, I live in a neighboring state, and these are just not the values that people in our states hold. And I think due to people like you getting out this information, the voters are waking up to the fact that they don't want a AOC light as their congresswoman out of Tennessee.
Yeah, I think what is important, too, that you can talk about for people who aren't in Tennessee right now. So they're not close enough as you are in Kentucky or like us to even kind of volunteer and assist in this election. What can people do nationwide? I mean, first, they probably need to know, as we're talking to a nationwide audience, that there is this special election. We know how close the House of Representatives is right now. So as much as you could say this is an out-of-touch, very extreme liberal candidate, it's a special election, which is why the Dems are trying to pour money in to see if they can catch people off guard. So what would you tell people from outside Tennessee? How can they help get this message out this next week?
Yeah, so a few things. First and foremost, if anybody wants to donate to Matt Van Epps' campaign, to the Republican National Committee, to the National Republican Congressional Committee, there are many outlets that I'm sure that we could use any type of financial contribution to finish this out. We are going to be probably outspent here because of the outside groups coming in. We have it set up where people can make phone calls into the state from anywhere. I laugh. You can be sitting at home Friday after your big Thanksgiving dinner there and have your bathrobe on and make calls into Tennessee to try to get out the Republican vote. But yeah, you can't take anything for granted. And I think that on a bigger picture going into the midterms, we have to look at this is how they're running elections. This is how we're doing things. And, we've been pedal to the metal at the RNC since President Trump took office, and we have not stopped preparing for the midterm elections because our goal is to make sure we have President Trump as president for a full 4 years. So we're not taking any races for granted, and we are also very active in Tennessee.
Yes. So the Tennessee Republican Party has been extremely strong, and we've seen that throughout elections throughout the state, both local level all the way up to the statewide and federal office. Let's talk a little bit about Matt Van Epps, who we hope to be the congressman from District 7. We talked a lot about his out-of-touch opponent, but tell people about him.
Well, he is an amazing candidate. I mean, obviously, he's been endorsed and supported by President Trump, and he's going to do a tremendous job representing Tennessee values and the people of Tennessee. And certainly, he will be an America First representative who will go in and make sure that he's doing what's in the best interest of the state of Tennessee.
Yeah, I think that when you see the contrast between someone, again, this is someone who, again, has got the military background. He has worked in Tennessee politics, also worked in the Tennessee state government. And you just see that this is someone, again, that District 7 should be proud to have. It is interesting to me because you talked about moving forward to the midterm elections as well. Are we going to see more candidates like Aftyn Behn all across the country? I mean, is this where the Democrats are going? I know AOC wants to see more of them, but are state Democrat parties and the national party really going to keep putting forward these kind of activists that seem to be so out of touch with just the majority of voters, even majority of Democrat voters?
Yeah, I mean, it certainly appears that that's what the arm of the party's doing with the Democrats. I mean, if you look at their leadership right now, it seems to be AOC, Bernie Sanders, Mamdani. I mean, those are the people who are leading the party, and certainly people that they are backing. And again, when you look at their polling as a party overall, they're at the lowest rate they've been in decades, and part of that's because they're just so out of touch of messaging. But the moderate Democrats are scared of the far left woke end of the party, and so they keep bending to these extreme ideas and people who are just so far left. And in states like Tennessee, Kentucky, Midwestern, I travel all over the country, and outside of a few places, most people don't identify. And again, Aftyn, I mean, here she was endorsed by the Democrat Socialist. Yes. Is that Tennessee? Are those Tennessee values? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I feel like that's the ad that should be running in the final week, is endorsed by the Socialist Party of Tennessee, which is same as Mamdani in New York with the Socialist Party. But we are just seeing this and you don't know how much of it is real and how much of it is just kind of ginned up with the spending. But Casey, my last question to you, and I appreciate you coming on, is for people right now, this is the final week. If they hunker down, conservatives get out the vote, we can win this race.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. I mean, I think we are seeing that with the numbers that are trending with early voting. They've picked up for Republicans tremendously over the last few days, and people are waking up. I was privy to some polling information that showed that that people are now finally waking up to the fact that there is an election next Tuesday. A few weeks ago, people weren't even aware that there was a special election. So the fact that we've been able to see such a pickup going right into Election Day, I think it's going to bode well for Matt Van Epps, and we're going to be celebrating Tuesday night. Sounds great. Well, we hope to be celebrating too. Casey Crosby is the co-chair of the Republican National Committee. Casey, anytime you want to come on to join us too, to update us about as we get closer to the midterms as well, we'd love to have great information on this race in Tennessee. And folks, again, it's the special election is on Tuesday. It's District 7. There's 14 different counties. So if you're listening in Tennessee, especially Middle Tennessee, do a check. If Mark Green was your congressman, this is to fill the special election to fill that seat, which the election day is next Tuesday, right after this Thanksgiving holiday. As you said, you drive around and you're like, okay, well, am I in it? Am I not? I had to do a look, make sure myself, because there are people almost in my neighborhood talking about it, promoting it. I'm driving around, you're seeing all this advertising for each candidate. So it is something you got to keep yourself aware of.